Inside the sculptural townhouse, arches, light, and emotion. Some projects begin with a clear brief, others slowly reveal their direction during the process. This townhouse in Brighton began as a simple request to visualize a space for a client named Emma. But as I began working with the drawings, the project gradually became something more. The architecture suggested a certain atmosphere, a focus on proportion, natural light, and the way curved forms can soften the space. From that moment, the interior began to develop its own language. I started building the design around tactile materials, stone with strong natural patterns, soft plaster walls, and warm brass details that age beautifully over time. The goal was not to perfection, it was about finding harmony between simplicity and character. Every project begins with references, images, materials, and objects that help define the atmosphere. For this townhouse, the styling board became an important guide for the direction of the interior. It combines curved architectural forms, textured materials, and sculptural furniture pieces. You can see the contrast between elements, stone and fabric, light and shadow, soft shapes and precise structures. The architecture itself is minimal, but the furniture and objects introduce warmth and personality. Many of the pieces are almost sculptural. They are not only functional, they also define the visual identity of the space. The goal of the styling was simple: to support the architecture without competing with it. The dining and living area is the central space of the home. This is where the relationship between architecture and furniture becomes most visible. Above the dining table, a suspended pendant light acts as a visual anchor of the room. Below it, a sculptural dining table and carefully selected chairs create a strong but elegant composition. The spiral staircase becomes one of the main architectural features. It curves upward like a sculptural element, guiding the eye through the space rather than simply connecting the two floors. Throughout the day, natural light moves across the curved surfaces, changing the atmosphere of the room. The pale herringbone oak log introduces warmth while keeping the palette calm and neutral. This space establishes the overall character of the home, architectural, balanced, and carefully composed. Even small areas can become meaningful when they are designed carefully. The study nook sits beneath a soft arch and becomes a quiet corner within the home. The desk is integrated into the wall, so it feels like a part of the architecture. A curtain filters the daylight from the window and creates a soft atmosphere for working or reading. It shows that a workspace does not have to feel separate from the rest of the home. With the right design, it can still feel calm and connected to the space around it. The house includes 3 bedrooms, each designed with the same architectural language, but with slightly different atmospheres. What connects them is the rhythm of the arches. Curved windows frame the trees outside and bring natural light deep into the rooms. The interiors are intentionally restrained. Neutral fabrics, textured carpet, and soft plaster walls create a calm and comfortable backdrop. The beds follow a contemporary European design language. Low upholstered forms inspired by pieces from Minotti, where comfort and proportion are more important than decoration. Storage is integrated directly into the architecture. Instead of large wardrobes, clothing is placed inside arched niches with simple brass rails, almost like small galleries within the wall. Lighting adds another layer to the space. The circular wall lamps reference pieces like the wall lamp by Lynn Rosé, where light is soft and indirect, creating a calm atmosphere in the evening. Tall mirrors and curved openings repeat the geometry of the architecture and make the rooms feel larger and more connected. Each bedroom feels slightly different, but they all follow the same idea: a calm place where architecture, light, and material work together to create comfort. Between the main spaces of the house, there is a smaller sitting room, a place designed for pause. It sits just beyond the curved stair and continues the architectural rhythm of the arches and soft plaster walls. Here, the furniture becomes more sculptural. The curved sofa and lounge chairs introduce a softer geometry, almost like stones placed inside the room. Their rounded forms contrast with the clean lines of the architecture, but at the same time they echo the arches that repeat throughout the house. Two faceted mirrors above the sofa add a reflective element. They capture fragments of light, movement, and space, so the room always feels slightly different as you walk through it. Natural light enters through the large arched doors, filtered by soft curtains in warm blush tones. The rug adds texture and anchors the sitting area, while small objects, a low table, a wooden stool, keep the composition balanced and relaxed. This room is not meant for formal gathering. It is a quieter place inside the house, somewhere to sit, read, or simply slow down for a moment. The bathroom was designed as a small sanctuary. The freestanding bath sits beneath an arched window, allowing natural light to become an important part of the space. The curved form of the bath reflects the architectural language used throughout the house. Brass fixtures add warmth and contrast against the soft plaster walls. The stone vanity feels solid and sculptural, almost like a carved block of material. The design here is intentionally minimal. By simplifying the space, the focus shifts to textures, materials, and light. Between the study and the sitting room, there is a small guest bathroom. It is designed for everyday use when visitors come to the house, but the space still follows the same architectural language as the rest of the interior. Arched mirrors repeat the rhythm of the door openings, while the stone vanity introduces a heavier tactile material. The marble surfaces continue across the floor and walls, laid in a subtle herringbone pattern that adds texture without overwhelming the space. Brass fixtures bring warmth to the palette, contrasting with the cooler tones of the stone. The wall lights introduce a small moment of color. The three bulb drop cistern scones by Lindsay Edelman's studio, with blue finished metal backplates and soft spherical bulbs that create a gentle glow in the evening. Even though the room is compact, the combination of natural materials, curved forms, and light makes it feel calm and carefully composed. On the second floor, the staircase opens into a gallery-like space. Rather than treating the landing as a simple circulation, it becomes a place for art and contemplation. A sequence of arched niches lines the wall, each one framing a classical sculpture. The repetition of the arches creates a quiet rhythm, almost like a small architectural gallery within the hall. Soft backlight inside each niche highlights the forms and adds depth to the plaster surfaces. The sculptures sit on marble plinths, so their space feels somewhere between a private museum and a domestic library. At the center of the landing, the curved stair balustrade becomes another sculptural element. Soft geometry echoes the arches behind it, while the brass handrail adds a subtle line of warmth. Nearby, a small sitting alcove is tucked into one of the arches, a place to sit, read, or simply pause between floors. Natural light filters through the arched doors, softened by sheer glass and curtains. The result is a calm transitional space where architecture, art, and movement become part of the same composition. In the end, this townhouse is not only about architecture. It is about how space makes us feel. The project started as a professional brief, but during the process it became something more personal, an exploration of light, proportion, and atmosphere. Every arch, every material, and every object was chosen to support one simple idea. Good design is not about adding more things. It is about choosing the right ones. This is a townhouse in Brighton, a story told through light, materials, and space. And if you enjoy exploring architecture and interiors like this, stay with us for more projects and design research on the channel.